Hey guys, it's Nicholas here and this is Market Movers. So many Brexit deadlines have come and gone, but there is still one main sticking point that they're left to negotiate and agree on, and that is of course fishing. Aren't you sick of hearing about these bloody British fish? Now, with a deal close to completion and that ultimate deadline of December the 31st edging its way closer and closer, could we finally have a deal before the deadline? If we look at GBP to US dollar, it's been pushing its way out of that trend channel that it's been stuck inside. It's now testing from the other side. There's a bullish sign there. But what's happening? Here's what Michel Barnier had to say on the topic in a speech this morning.
It's the moment of truth. We have very little time remaining, just a few hours, to work through these negotiations in a useful fashion if we want this agreement to enter into force on the 1st of January. You were informed by our President Ursula von der Leyen a few days ago here in this very room. There is a chance of getting an agreement, but the path to such an agreement is very narrow. Today there are three fundamental aspects that I'd like to recall from these negotiations. First of all, it is the Brits who decided on a very short deadline within which we are now constrained. In June, they refused any form of extension of the transition, which was possible, which was on the table. We'd agreed to that, but they established the date of the 31st of December as that moment of truth. On a personal note, I don't think it would be fair nor acceptable if European fishermen were not allowed, following transitional rights, to have access to those waters when the rest of the agreement, especially applying to companies from the UK, would remain stable in their rights. So that wouldn't be fair, that wouldn't be honest. So those are a couple of points that separate us at the moment.
So according to Barnier, there are only a few hours left to strike a deal if there's any chance of having it ratified before the end of this year, which is obviously when the transition period comes to an end. Now, one of those major things that they're left to negotiate and agree on still, as I mentioned at the start, is fishing, those bloody fish. Neither side is willing to compromise enough, at least publicly, to get an agreement made. And remember, it's in the withdrawal agreement that nothing is agreed until everything is agreed. So if they're stuck on one issue of fish, they're stuck on everything. Now, from the UK's perspective, the whole issue of the fish is that they want to decide who is or isn't able to fish in the UK waters and on what terms. It's seen as part of taking back control of independence and sovereignty. But it's actually the fishing quota system that the UK helped design that the EU wants to maintain. So it's not that unreasonable, really. Now, if a deal isn't made, it may be possible to extend the transition period, and Barnier has made it clear that these are the UK's deadlines, but seeking an extension could backfire on Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister, because he promised with or without a deal, the UK are leaving on January the 1st. Having said that, he hasn't had much of an issue going back on what he said in the past, and this government is really good at twisting previous communications to fit their new narrative. As always, there's bound to be blunders along the way and changes in course. This year especially, British politics has felt like one long episode of the thick of it.
Come on to it.
Where the fuck is he?
And if you've never seen the thick of it, this weekend might be your chance to go and check that out and get ready to start idolising Malcolm Tucker. What a legend he is. But anyway, on that note, what are your thoughts on all of this? Will a deal happen this year? Will it be no deal? Or will we see the government get started on a gaslighting campaign as they look to extend the transition period? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if I don't see you before, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for all your support with the new channel this week. It's really greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.